Hey, what's going on, guys? Archer Mark here. I'm back with another Star Wars video. And today I thought I'd show you or give you a look at a little sub collection again. Uh, again, we have these collections of things that we collect, and there's always little kind of sub collections, amongst the whole thing. We have these like little mini things that we like to collect. And I've been really getting into the Hot Wheels, the die-cast vehicles here. I got a few, not all of them. And I've been kind of picking and choosing with these. I just think they're really cool. I'm really getting into them. Similar to we've had die-cast vehicles in the past, and of course, if you want to get even smaller, there's been the Micro Machines, which are back again. This year, there's so much Star Wars merchandise out with this new movie, and really over the next few years, because we just have several Star Wars movies coming out, it's just going to be really cool and an exciting time to be a fan. And I just thought I'd take here and give you a look at my little mini collection that I've gotten so far. And these are all from the Hot Wheels line, except for one. This one here in the back is from like the Hasbro Black Series one, which those are not as good as the Hot Wheels ones, and I'll go into why just in a moment. But just to show you, first, of course, we have the Millennium Falcon, and this is more of the original trilogy version. There's another version which I don't have, which I believe is basically the same, but the radar dish is different because, if you remember Return of the Jedi, it gets ripped off in the trying to take out the second Death Star, and so it makes sense that in the 30 plus years since, a new radar dish would be put on, so you have that there. So it would be neat to get that version of the Millennium Falcon, but this one is pretty cool. All the details on these I think are really great. There's no articulation with these things. They're just little vehicles, but this very well painted and sculpted. And you get these little display stands. Now there is kind of supposed to be like a play feature, is that like you're supposed to put your finger in here, and you could use your hand and make it look like the vehicles are flying around. That's obviously more for the kids. I'm not going to do that, but they make for great little display stands. They're small enough you can display a bunch of these and they won't take up too much room. And what's cool is they're not hard to find. You can go, I've seen them in like Walgreens and places like that. Even the small little toy aisle or toy section in the supermarket where I work in have them sometimes. And they're in Target and Kmart and Toys R Us, and so they're fairly easy to track down, which is good, because sometimes you get collectibles and it gets frustrating when you can't find a certain vehicle or a certain figure, and it's just, these are fairly easy to find. So we have the Millennium Falcon, and then we have basic original trilogy version of the TIE Fighter. Very cool looking. And of course the Slave one, which is one of the coolest looking ships. It's so unique because it flies this way, so it definitely has a unique design. So that's cool. And then again, a more original trilogy X-Wing, and this is Red 3. And I do want to get, there is Red 5, which is Luke's X-Wing, so it makes me want to get that one as well. I just kind of grabbed this one, not realizing that there were two different versions at the time. But again, the little details, and they're really just cool looking. It was like one of these things, there's so much stuff came out back on Force Friday. There was so much merchandise, it was like, nah, I'm not going to get into these. I want to concentrate on the figures, and then I picked up one or two, and I was like, okay, I'm really liking them, and now I'm just really enjoying picking these up. Plus, again, it helps that they're so accessible. We have the Snow Speeder from Hoth. Just really nice. This is one of my all-time favorite vehicles. This is definitely a vehicle that I would love to get a vintage version of. It's kind of eluded me over the years. I can't seem to find one. I've come close, but finding one that's in good condition and complete and stuff like that. But one day I will have one. Then we have the Advanced tie, or Darth Vader's tie, which is cool. And I tell you, I could picture younger kids having these, and putting these little stands on their fingers, kind of with their friends, flying them around and chasing after each other with these little vehicles. Now we'll go into, now we have vehicles from the new movie. I'm going to show you this one. This is the one that I picked up from the Black Series one, and it's not as good just because basically it's the same, but like the stand, it's like a thinner plastic. It's not as sturdy, and it doesn't like snap into the slot as tightly, so it tends to kind of wobble around. And one weird thing is they made these parts here are actually retractable, so they slide down, and they're kind of like a thin, flimsy, kind of plasticky part. And I just felt that was weird that they put that in. Why not just make the whole thing like that? And then you have this one, which just looks cooler. This is, again, going back to the Hot Wheel one, which is the black version of the new, this is like the new Imperial shuttle. Yeah. And this just looks really cool. The black and the red color scheme, mostly black and just that little bit of red, just really looks cool. Very sleek. And then we have I'm gonna go this, the new TIE Fighter, which again I think looks cool. It's very reminiscent of the original trilogy, but still just that updated version. And the black and the red, again, I think it's looks like a more sturdy ship than the original trilogy one. Very cool. And then two different X-Wings. This is like the Resistance X-Wing. The blue and white, a little bit of silver color scheme. And then interesting, this has the wings folded down, as opposed to the other one, which I'll show you that in a moment. And this looks cool, looks more reminiscent, more classic looking. But then, who can deny this one, which is Poe Dameron's exclusive fighter? Just looks, how awesome is that color scheme? The black with the orange and the silver end on the engines just looks so amazing. And this one has the wings out. I like that. I like that they did that because they didn't just take the same piece and just repaint it. This is a different mold, obviously, than the other one, because this has the wings deployed, whereas the others don't. So that just looks just really super cool. And I just think they look all neat displayed like that on their little flight stands. And it looks for like a really cool display. Like I said, still doesn't take up that much space. Again, there's a couple more I would probably get as I see them, but I think for now I got all the ones that I want. It's just a matter as I look through and I'll see which ones come out, and again, I'm kind of picking and choosing with this little mini collection. So there you go. I hope you liked this little video. I just wanted to give you a look at all the little micro vehicles that I have from this line so far. And again, the one difference with the Black Series one that came out and the Hot Wheels ones, the Hot Wheels ones are just a little better, I think. Just based on that one thing, just slightly, a little more, just more sturdy. You know, the stand is better, and it just seems just better quality. I don't know. So I think it's neat to have kind of these little mini collections. You know, these may not be for everyone, but I think they've been fairly popular. They seem to be selling pretty well, I think. A lot of us have been picking these up, I think. Some people like to just focus on the figures, but I don't know, it's neat to go into a few other realms of the collecting. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this, like I said, and just it's neat to see all these smaller representations of various iconic ships that we've seen in the Star Wars universe, which has gotten just a little bit bigger now. So there you are. Thank you for watching. Please, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, share. And until my next video, may the Force be with you.